I know, obviously, Michelle, we've talked about Davey. Like, I know, obviously, their relationship didn't end on good terms, but in the early days of the Bulldogs, what was that relationship like, Dynamite and Davey Boy like?
They were very much like brothers,
Mm.
and was always like the older brother, uh, letting him know what he should or shouldn't do. Like when they were he would say when they were with Vince McMahon, and Vince was, they were talking contracts or whatever, and Davey's such a sweet man, and he didn't like confrontations. He wasn't really that guy, right? So of course, when Vince is saying, "Oh, you guys, I want to do this," he'd be like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah." And so when they came out of the meeting, Tom would be, "Stop fucking saying yeah, stop saying yeah." It's like, so he was like the older brother trying to always be in charge. He was the captain of the team, he would say. When they came home, like even when Brett and Jim came home, it's like they would see each other so much on the road. They didn't really want to see each other when they came home. So some people would think, "Oh, you guys are always hanging." It's like, no, we would like all meet as a group, like at Stu's, like on Sunday dinners, but we all did our own thing.
I think that's one of the things that as wrestling fans we sometimes overlook that, but this is a job. It might be a job that you're incredibly passionate about, and it might blur the lines between you know pleasure and vocation, but at heart it's a job, and they're work colleagues. And when you're away, aren't you? And I think it's really healthy to have that boundary and that line.
Yeah. Well, they're on the road so much. So when they're home, of course, they all had kids. They all wanted to be home with their wife and kids.
And that's something that you've said before, Bronwyn, which really echoed me, because you said whenever your dad was home, he was home. And that's your lasting memory of him when you were a little girl, is that he was present. And I think there's a lot to be said for that, especially in this day and age when I beat myself up all the time. I know a lot of parents my age do, but we're not really present because we're always distracted on our phones, or always half working, half at home. Very powerful, actually, when he was home. I know the times were very limited, but that you did get all of him when he was there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he spoiled it rotten. And his favorite thing to do was like to go to Banff for the weekend, and we always had to have a room with open fire, like a fireplace where you could put logs on the fire and burn your own wood. Even if it was summertime and the air conditioner was on, he still wanted that open fire. We ended up buying a house with like 2 big fireplaces because he liked to make his weenie burgers in there.